5. Hidden dangers of traveling after 70 miles and how to outsmart them. Tone well now. I've been around long enough to know that confidence can be a double-edged sword, especially when you're over 70 and on the move. See, back when I was younger, I thought I could handle just about anything. Lost luggage? No problem. Missed connection? I'd jog across the airport. But these days, I've learned that a little humility goes a long way. Overconfidence sneaks up on you. You feel great one morning and then decide to walk 5 miles through a new city without water or a hat. Before you know it, you're dehydrated and lost with no signal. I've done it once. That was enough. Here's the thing, planning isn't paranoia, it's wisdom. The more you prepare, the more freedom you actually have. So take it from me. Don't assume your body can handle the same stress it did 20 years ago. Always have a backup plan and a backup to the backup. Carry a list of emergency contacts in your wallet. You're not being dramatic, you're being smart. Pills. They become part of our routine, like coffee in the morning or reading glasses. But the moment you step outside your home country, even the smallest medical detail can snowball. One time in Italy, I ran out of my blood pressure meds. Thought I could just walk into a pharmacy and get more. Turns out my prescription name didn't match their brand. We spent half an hour translating ingredients. Scary stuff. Before you travel, make sure you have more than enough medication for your whole trip. Carry copies of your prescriptions, both printed and digital. Know the generic names of your meds, not just the brand. And always pack them in your carry-on, not your checked luggage. Bags get lost. Your health shouldn't. Now, I hate to say it, but not everyone out there is kind. And unfortunately, older travelers are often seen as easy targets. We're polite, we look like we have savings. And maybe, just maybe, we're not as quick to catch on to fast talk. In Barcelona, I once had a fellow spill coffee accidentally on my jacket. While he apologized and helped me clean up, his buddy took off with my bag. I didn't even notice for 5 whole minutes. Here's what I've learned. Keep valuables in a neck pouch or money belt. Be wary of distractions. That's how many scams begin. Don't feel bad saying no or walking away. Politeness is good. Awareness is better. Airports have changed, haven't they? Bigger, louder, faster. Too many signs, too little help. I used to enjoy flying. Now it's a marathon. The stress starts before you even board. Long lines, security checks, overhead announcements that you can't quite understand. Here's what helps me. Arrive early, like real early. Use mobility assistance if offered. It's not giving up. It's smart. Pre-check if you can. Saves time and nerves, and bring snacks, the kind you actually like. Nothing makes a delay worse than hunger. Your body isn't what it used to be, and temperature swings can hit hard. I once took a boat ride in Scotland without a windbreaker. Felt fine when we boarded. By the end, I couldn't feel my fingers. On another trip, the heat in Thailand knocked me off my feet. Literally. So remember, dress in layers, always. Carry a refillable water bottle. Watch for early signs of heat exhaustion or hypothermia. Traveling comfortably means traveling prepared. Hotels. They look nice online until you get there and the elevator's broken or the bed feels like a pile of bricks. One place in New York had a shower so slippery I nearly broke a hip. Never again. Now I check. Reviews written by people our age, not just young backpackers. If there's an elevator, and if it works, the neighborhood. You want well-lit and walkable. Oh, and always check the cancellation policy. You never know. No one tells you that travel can feel lonely. Sure, the sights are stunning, the food's delicious, but sometimes you miss the sound of familiar voices. I once spent a week in Tokyo, incredible city, and felt like a ghost. Didn't speak the language, didn't know a soul. That's when I started joining walking tours, signing up for cooking classes, not for the activity, for the people. Tips: choose group travel or senior-focused tours. Stay in the small guest houses, not giant hotels. Chat with locals. Ask about their life. You're never too old to make a new friend. Now, you might think booking a hotel is the easy part, and it can be. But once in Prague, I showed up late at night and they'd given my room away. Said they overbooked. Can you believe that? Now I make sure to call the hotel a day before arrival to confirm. Keep a printed copy of the reservation. Book places with a 24-hour desk or easy check-in. A warm bed is a treasure after a long travel day. Don't leave it to chance. You know what's worse than jet lag? Realizing you left your blood pressure meds at home? Happened to me in Costa Rica. Spent half a day figuring out pharmacies and prescriptions. Since then, I pack double meds, half in carry-on, half in luggage. Carry a printed list with dosages and generic names. Know the local word for pharmacy wherever I go. Your health doesn't take a vacation. Neither should your medicine. Tourist traps, pickpockets, overcharging, they're out there, and seniors are often seen as easy targets. I once paid triple for a cab ride in Istanbul because I didn't agree on the price first. Now I always research common scams before visiting a place. Use official taxis or rideshare apps when possible. Keep my money in different spots, not all in one wallet. A little caution goes a long way in keeping the trip smooth. Here's something not many talk about: loneliness. I've had trips where the beauty around me didn't feel quite as sweet because I had no one to share it with. But I found ways to fill that space, join walking tours or local classes. Stay in places with shared spaces like guest houses. Write postcards or journals. Helps connect you back home. Being alone doesn't mean being lonely, just takes a little heart. Oh, Florence, so much to see. I walked for hours, didn't realize how far I'd gone until my knees screamed louder than the cathedral bells. Since then, I paced myself, used walking sticks or support shoes. Take breaks. Cafe stops are part of the fun. Plan museum days between walking heavy outings. You're not in a race, the city will wait for you. In Scotland, it rained sideways for 2 days. I'd packed for light drizzle. Turned out I needed a small boat. Now I always pack one good waterproof jacket, check forecast daily while on the road. Keep a dry pair of socks handy. Trust me, it matters. Weather may change, but your spirit doesn't have to sync with the clouds. One time I was off-grid for 3 days. My kids back home were calling embassies. I felt awful. These days, check in once a day via text or email. Share my itinerary ahead of time. Use apps that show my location to close family. It's peace of mind for them and safety for you. Now listen, I've always been a fan of buses and trains. Gives you a good look at a city from the ground. But navigating public transport in a new place, that can be a real challenge. One time in Paris, I boarded the wrong metro line and ended up an hour away from my hotel. At night, no less. Signs were in French, my phone was dead, and I was just plain tired. Here's what I've learned. Download offline maps before you go. Ask hotel staff or hosts where to write down directions clearly. Travel during the day if possible and avoid empty stations. And when in doubt, ask someone. People are often more helpful than you'd expect. Food's one of the best parts of travel, no doubt about that. But it's also where many of us run into problems. Unfamiliar ingredients, strange meal times, and upset stomachs. In Mexico, I once ate something delicious that didn't agree with me for 3 whole days. Taught me a lesson. So now I eat smaller portions when trying new dishes. Carry antacids and digestive aids. Stick to bottled water if the tap's questionable. Enjoy the flavors, just don't gamble with your gut. Nobody plans to get sick or hurt abroad, but it happens, and when it does, you need more than luck. Once in Greece, I had a nasty fall, had to go to a clinic. No one spoke English, and I didn't know the emergency number. From then on, I always learn the local emergency number. Carry my insurance card and a travel insurance printout. Know how to say "I need help" in the local language. A little prep could save your life. Jet lag is no joke. Crossing time zones feels like time travel, except your body didn't get the memo. I flew from California to Japan once and couldn't sleep for 3 nights. Felt like a zombie. Here's my remedy. Adjust sleep gradually a few days before flying. Stay awake until local bedtime, no naps. Get morning sun exposure, helps reset the clock. And drink water. Your body's fighting hard. Give it a hand. Let me tell you, dragging a heavy suitcase over cobblestones in Rome is a punishment I wouldn't wish on anyone. We tend to pack just-in-case items that weigh us down. Don't. Now I follow the rule. Lay out what you think you need, then cut it in half. Choose light, breathable layers. Bring comfortable shoes. Just 1 good pair is better than 3 bad ones. Travel light, move easy. It's easy to skip the fine print until something goes wrong. I used to think travel insurance was a scam. That was until a storm grounded my flight and I had to stay 2 extra nights in a pricey hotel. Now I always buy travel insurance with health and trip interruption coverage. Read the details carefully. Save receipts. They matter during claims. A few bucks now could save you hundreds later. As we age, it's tempting to say no more often. No to late-night outings, long walks, or unfamiliar foods. But travel is about discovery. I once skipped a hike in Peru because I thought I couldn't handle it. Found out later it was an easy walk in the view. Once in a lifetime lesson. Know your limits, but challenge them gently. Say yes when you can. Don't let fear hold the pen of your story. Smartphones, apps, bookings for us. It's a lot to keep up with, but learning just a few basics makes life easier. My granddaughter taught me to use Google Translate, store boarding passes digitally, set location sharing with family, and if all else fails, ask for help. Young folks love helping us with tech, makes them feel like heroes. Currency conversion, ATM fees, unfamiliar coins, travel money can be confusing. I once tipped someone $50 thinking it was $5. They didn't correct me. Now I use a travel-friendly credit card with no foreign fees. Withdraw small amounts of local cash. Keep a cheat sheet of exchange rates. Spending smart keeps your trip from turning sour. Different places, different customs. What's polite at home may be rude elsewhere. In Japan, I once walked into a home with my shoes on. The look on their faces, I still feel bad. So, read up on local customs. Observe first, act second. When in doubt, ask. Respect builds bridges, even across oceans. Maps lie, phones die, streets twist. Getting lost is part of the adventure, but it can also be scary. I once wandered Venice's alleys for 2 hours looking for my hotel. Charming? At first. Later? Not so much. Now I drop pins on my phone map, carry a hotel card with our address, stay calm and retrace steps. It's okay to ask for help. You'd do the same for someone else. Something changes when you hit 70. People stop seeing you. You become background even while standing in front. I've had waiters ignore me, airline agents rush me, even younger tourists cut in line. But I don't let it make me bitter. I speak clearly and confidently, make eye contact. And sometimes I surprise them with a story or two. You've earned your place in this world. Don't let anyone take it. You don't need to be fluent, but a few words go a long way. In Turkey, I learned to say thank you and delicious. That alone opened doors. Try hello please, thank you in the local tongue. A smile, universal language. Patience. Communication takes time. People appreciate the effort more than you know. Sometimes the best part of a trip is what you didn't plan. A rainy day in Ireland once ruined my hiking schedule. Instead, I spent the afternoon sipping tea in a local bakery, chatting with an old fisherman. That's the story I tell now, not the hike. So, be flexible, leave room for surprises, let go of should and follow why not. There's a quiet joy in unpacking after a trip. The stories, the souvenirs, the little changes in how you see the world. Travel doesn't just show you new places, it brings you back to yourself. Take time to journal or reflect. Share your stories. Plan your next journey. The adventure doesn't end, it evolves. Now here's what I've learned after all these miles, flights, mishaps, and memories. The real secret to traveling after 70. Stay curious. It's not about speed or stamina. It's about wonder, about looking at a sunset and saying, wow, about tasting something new and smiling like a child. You've earned this season of life. Fill it with stories, with laughter, with purpose. So go on, pack your bag, and remember, the road's still open. Safe travels, my friend. The Old Traveler.